2019 is reaching its end, but the new content just keeps on coming. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 releases coming to streaming services in December 2019. For this list, we're looking at new original content set to be released in the month of December 2019 across a variety of major streaming services.
Perhaps we'll find God over there on the journey. I'll introduce you to him.
Number 10, The Expanse Season 4, coming to Amazon Prime Video December 13th, 2019.
We meet in an hour of change and challenge, in a decade of hope and fear, in an age of both knowledge and ignorance.
When this high-concept sci-fi series got the axe in 2018, fans were in disbelief. Perhaps it wasn't attracting the number of viewers that sci-fi needed to rationalize its cost, but The Expanse more than justified its existence with its detail-oriented world-building, complex characters, and relevant themes. Thankfully, Amazon recognized that this series still has more to offer, and picked it up for a 4th season.
Whether it will become a force for good or ill depends on man.
At the end of Season 3, the world of The Expanse grew exponentially with the opening of the Ring Gate, and we cannot wait to see where the showrunners choose to take the story. We're particularly interested in seeing how things play out on the new resource-rich planet that's been discovered.
You were inside that ring station, what'd you see?
A bunch of people killing each other to control something they didn't even understand.
Number 9. Hala, coming to Apple TV Plus December 6, 2019.
What she feared most wasn't the words. What she couldn't manage were the spaces between the words.
From executive producer Jada Pinkett Smith, Hala is a coming-of-age story the likes of which has rarely been told, at least not in North America. The movie follows the titular Hala, a Pakistani-American girl trying to navigate adolescence. It's a difficult time for any teen, but given her family's traditional values, Hala's experience growing up in America is uniquely complicated.
I am of two parts divided. Stranger. Hala. And family.
She straddles two seemingly incompatible worlds. It is a very personal movie for writer-director Minhal Baig. So much of herself went into it that she even filmed a substantial portion of the movie at her old high school. After screening at Sundance and getting a limited theatrical release in November, this beautiful and moving film is headed to Apple TV Plus, where it will hopefully reach a wider audience.
Seeking to be understood. A cacophonous sound. That is the head and the heart.
Number 8. The Aeronauts, coming to Amazon Prime Video December 20th, 2019.
You'll get your chance. They'll realize your worth.
I think they know my worth quite well enough.
This is by no means Amazon's first foray into original films, but with The Aeronauts, they're bringing A-list actors and some very impressive set pieces. Released just in time for the holidays, The Aeronauts is an inspirational story based on the adventures of real-life aeronauts who boldly took to the skies in a gas balloon in the name of science. Though Eddie Redmayne's James Glacier actually existed, Felicity Jones's Amelia Wren was based on multiple people, like Henry Coxwell and Sophie Blanchard, who soared to heights that many thought impossible.
I believe there are answers in the sky. Up there is where I have found the greatest happiness.
The film boasts a score of 83% on Rotten Tomatoes as of the end of November 2019, and has been praised for both its stunning visuals and the powerful performances of its stars. For those with a penchant for biopics, this thrilling yet uplifting story is a must-watch.
Don't you wish to be up there with them?
Some reach for the stars. Some push others towards them.
Number 7. Truth Be Told, coming to Apple TV Plus December 6, 2019.
I have to get to the truth of what happened that night.
Contemporary audiences sure do love them some true crime content. Following the success of the Serial podcast and Netflix's Making a Murderer, there's been an explosion of similar projects. We are now seeing works of fiction inspired by the true crime genre, like the Netflix mockumentary series American Vandal.
Dylan, why am I interviewing you?
Because everyone thinks I did it.
And Truth Be Told feels poised to become the next must-watch for people who love everything true crime and true crime-related. Based on Kathleen Barber's debut novel, Are You Sleeping?, Truth Be Told follows a podcaster who revisits the case against a convicted serial killer. The curveball? She helped put him behind bars.
I am for truth, no matter who tells it. I'm for justice, no matter who it's for
Organs.
Boasting an A-list cast led by Octavia Spencer and Aaron Paul, this could be a big win for Apple TV+.
The people get their show.
Number 6. Six Underground, coming to Netflix December 13th, 2019.
Hit it.
Hello, boys.
Every now and then, Netflix puts out a film so big, we wonder why in the world it skipped theaters. But hey, the streaming service is a game changer, and with Six Underground, Netflix aims to launch an action franchise that's worthy of the big screen, but exclusive to their streaming service. Directed by master of explosions and high-octane action sequences Michael Bay, Six Underground follows a team of vigilantes who, after faking their own deaths, have dedicated their lives to going after the worst criminals around the world.
We answer to no one.
Led by Ryan Reynolds, the film promises big action, playful banter, and if everything goes according to Netflix's plan, an ensemble cast that subscribers will be dying to see more of.
Sorry for yelling.
Number 5. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel Season 3, coming to Amazon Prime Video December 6th, 2019.
And a married woman will just have a headache and call it a night.
Nobody writes quick, witty dialogue quite like Amy Sherman-Palladino. Gilmore Girls might be the show that put this writer and producer on the map, but the more we see of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, the stronger our compulsion becomes to call the latter series her masterpiece. As the titular Miriam Midge Maisel, Rachel Brosnahan shines blindingly bright.
I am not a prostitute. I'm a comic.
Is there a difference?
Yes. Prostitutes get paid more.
Hilarious. You should go into comedy.
I did.
And she's flanked by a superb supporting cast in the form of Alex Borstein, Michael Zegan, Maren Hinkle, and Tony Shalhoub. It's been a pleasure not only watching Midge grow as a person, but also break down gender barriers that, quite frankly, still exist in the world of stand-up comedy today. We cannot wait to see what Season 3 has in store for her.
Your Honor, she's going on the road with Shy Baldwin. It's a huge thing.
And you're okay with this?
I am.
You both seem okay with everything.
We are.
Number 4. Lost in Space Season 2, coming to Netflix December 24th, 2019.
I know he's out there somewhere. I'm not going without him.
Netflix has so many ongoing original series, it can be hard to keep track. Since the first season debuted in April of 2018, however, we've been anxiously awaiting the next chapter in the story of the Robinson family. A modern reworking of the 1965 series, Lost in Space boasts impressive visuals, a solid ensemble cast, and compelling world building.
I'm gonna find Tim.
Good.
Sure, the first season was held back by its villain problems, but the show's emotional heart more than made up for any shortcomings. And after a dramatic cliffhanger ending that took the Robinsons into new territory yet again, we're expecting big things from the second season. Dropping December 24th, this is the perfect Christmas gift from Netflix to its sci-fi loving subscribers. Number 3. Marriage Story, coming to Netflix December 6th, 2019.
He's a mother who plays, really plays.
What I love about Charlie, he loves being a dad. He loves all the things you're supposed to hate, like waking up at night.
Streaming services have fundamentally changed the way that content is produced and consumed. But Netflix and Amazon are only beginning to make their presence known come award season. With films like this, however, Netflix is clearly looking to add some Oscars to its shelf.
He takes all of my moods steadily. He doesn't make me feel bad about them. He rarely gets defeated, which I feel like I always do.
Marriage Story is written and directed by filmmaker Noah Baumbach and brings together an all-star cast including Scarlett Johansson, Adam Driver, Laura Dern, Alan Alda, Ray Liotta, and more. Boasting 97% on Rotten Tomatoes as of the end of November 2019. This uniquely thoughtful and caring exploration of divorce is sure to resonate with audiences much like it already has with critics.
I thought we should talk.
Okay. I don't know how to start.
Number 2. Thor Ragnarok, coming to Disney Plus December 5th, 2019.
Then you have seen Ragnarok, the fall of Asgard, the great prophecy.
Hang on. I'll be back around shortly. Do I really feel like we were connecting there?
For years, Netflix subscribers have been able to count on recently released Marvel films coming to the streaming service relatively soon after their run in theaters. But alas, this era has come to an end. MCU films, like Star Wars movies, have a new home on their parent company's dedicated streaming platform, Disney+. For those looking for an excuse to give Disney+ a try, Thor Ragnarok makes for quite the compelling argument.
Many occasions. There was one time when we were children, he transformed himself into a snake, and he knows that I love snakes. So I went to pick up the snake to admire it, and he transformed back into himself, and he was like, "Yeah, it's me!" And he stabbed me. We were 8 at the time.
Undeniably the God of Thunder's greatest solo outing to date, Ragnarok is a barrel of laughs, visually stunning, action-packed, and just a whole lot of fun from start to finish. In short, it is a welcome addition to an already strong library of content.
Over here, there's a pile of rocks waving at you. Here. Yeah, I'm actually a thing. I'm a being. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Korg. I'm kind of like the leader in here. I'm made of rocks, as you can see, but don't let that intimidate you.
Well, now that we've all got more than enough to watch during our holiday hibernation period, let's check out even more honorable mentions before we find out the #1 release coming to streaming services in December.
Henry Lee Lucas has killed 100 women, at least 360 people.
Lucas was a drifter who murdered at random
during an 8-year spree.
Either they found the world's worst serial killer, or it was the biggest hoax in American criminal justice history.
I want this baby to have a normal life.
Our child will be heir to the kingdom.
Still, I went to public school, and I was riding the subway by myself when I was 10.
We'll find a new definition of normal together.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. #1, The Witcher, coming to Netflix December 20th, 2019.
Chaos is the most dangerous thing in this world. But without control, chaos will kill you.
Christmas comes 5 days early for fantasy lovers. This is arguably one of the biggest, most ambitious, and high-stakes series that Netflix has produced to date. Adapted from the book series by Andrzej Sapkowski, which also gave birth to the hugely successful video game franchise, The Witcher follows Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter who, despite his solitary ways, finds himself drawn together with a sorceress and princess by the hands of fate.
People call you a monster too. Why not kill them?
Because then I am what they say I am.
With Henry Cavill in the lead role and high production value, The Witcher looks like Netflix's answer to the void left behind by Game of Thrones. And considering it's already been greenlit for a second season, they're clearly feeling good about what the first season has brought together.
I'll take that chance.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.